In this short video, I will explain how to access and complete the Exams Officer Digital Accreditation. But before we start, a bit more information on the accreditation. What is it? It's a timed certificated assessment which will test the knowledge of exams officers or exams office staff across a series of key JCQ publications. Why would you attempt it? Well, to prove your knowledge and understanding of the regulations. Now, this may be relevant to your annual appraisal or for meeting your professional development aims, needs, targets, or later this year we'll be launching the Exams Officer Professional Standards, and one of the elements of that is to prove your knowledge and understanding each year, so the accreditation may help you achieve that. Where can you access the Exams Officer Digital Accreditation, obviously also known as EODA? Well, from a link on the Exams Office website, which I'll show you in a minute, or there is a URL, which again I will show you in a couple of slides. And how much does it cost? Well, it's part of your annual membership. So if you have a membership to the Exams Office, there is no cost for completing the accreditation. So here we go. Step one, how do you access EODA? Well, you go to the Exams Office website, you go to online portal, there's a drop down menu, you select Exams Officer Digital Accreditation, and then you're onto the page which explains what it is and buttons that you can click to access the form and the website which contains the accreditation. Or as I say, you have the option to type in EODA, EODA.theexamsoffice.org, and it will take you to the same page. So step two, so once you've clicked on the link, it will take you to this page which is saying log in. So in the first instance, you will have to create a new account. So click that, and this form appears which asks you some relatively basic information, and you complete the form and you press submit. Unlike previous Exams Office logins, there is no activation email, although you will receive an email that confirms that you have an account, that you've created an account, but there's no activation emails to click, or, well, locate and then click on the link within there. What will happen is you simply will be taken back to, or you go back to the home page and you type in the email address or the password that you've just created, and you can log into the account. That's step three. So you are in. Okay, instant access. Type in the details and click login. And then step four, you are now onto the Exams Officer Digital Accreditation dashboard. This is from here you will be able to access the accreditation. So step five, accessing it. So there are three links from where you can access the test. Here they are, shown here with the blue boxes and the red arrow. Either from the menu on the side, in the middle of the page where all the tests will be located moving forward. Well, there's only one there at the moment, or the quick links. It doesn't matter which one you select, it will take you to the same place. And this is where it will take you. It will take you to this page which says assessments, and this is where you can start your test. So that's the key area, and you just select C sections. Now, there are 10 sections within the Exams Officer Digital Accreditation. There they are. They're the main booklets or the main publications or the main areas covered within the JCQ regulations. There are varying questions and time limits for each section. Obviously, the instructions for conducting examinations will be the main area. For areas such as access arrangements, we will only test content which is relevant to the exams officer role. And then for key dates in the exam cycle, we will look at key dates for the current academic year. So step seven, we want to start a section within the accreditation. We want to get going. Well, what you do is you are presented with these sections. So you've got your 10 sections, and then it says schedule test, and what you do is you select the area that you would like to attempt. Now you could click schedule test for every single section, and all it will do is it will sort of set up the test for you to take. But if you want to, it doesn't make any difference if you just select one at a time. So if we wanted to select the schedule a test for general regulations for approved centres. Publication, we would click on schedule test, and there'll be a short delay, so please give it a bit of time to gather the questions in the background from a bank of questions, and you'll find that once you've done that, give it a bit of time, that the scheduled test will change to take test, and that means the questions have been selected, and you can now click that take test, and you'll be wait a few seconds, and then you will see your first question. So that's step 8. And step 9, here we go. Here's a question. So there's different types of questions. Fill in the blanks. Pick an answer. Pick two of the following answers, or 2 out of 3. Drag the right answer into the box. Pick something from a drop-down menu. Whatever it may be. Complete the questions. Just be mindful, as I say, that this is a timed assessment. And once you have completed your answer, just click next, and it moves on to the next question. Keep an eye on you can see the number of questions on the left. Keep an eye on when the last question appears. So here we are into question 5. You can see there's an arrow. And once I've answered this question, what I will do is not obviously click next in the bottom right-hand corner. I will click finish test, which is in the top right-hand corner. And then step 11, so I've completed a section now. So what happens is, once I've completed, as I say, the last slide, you saw there's 5 questions in that section. I've completed all 5. It'll say you'll have this instruction will appear. It'll say you've completed the test. You may now close the browser window. So you just follow the instructions. So close that window, and then you're taken back to the sections area, and after a few moments your result for the completed section will appear on your dashboard. So wait, first of all, you do have to wait a few seconds while it's marking your answers, and then you'll see, as you see in the bottom image, it shows here that I've got 7 out of 10, so I failed, which is fair enough. So I now have the option to schedule the test again. So if I click it again, get it ready, or I can move on and take another test. I don't have to take that one again. I can just say, well, I'll come back to that. I can take another section, so I can move on to the instructions for conducting examinations, or whichever section I wanted to do. So saving your answers and exiting the Exams Officer Digital Accreditation. So as you're taking these sections, you'll be able to view your scores. Now you've got the option to just carry on going and complete it all in one sitting, or what is possibly more likely is that you can view your scores there. So I've got to take section 4 and section 5 again, but what may happen is more than likely is I will go back, which means I've completed some of it. I'll come back and complete it later. So you do have the option to do it in one sitting, or you have the option to complete it over several sittings. And then, assuming that we've completed all 10 sections and we've got 100% on all 10 sections, you know that you're finished, and you'll see this when you see your dashboard. It'll say passed, well done. And when you click on that link, which is under Exams Officer Digital Accreditation, underneath title, you'll be taken to the screen below, and there will be the certificate icon, and you click that, and then you will be presented with your certificate, which you can print or you can export it into your own system. The second page of the certificate shows the areas that you've covered, which is useful, and then your certificate can be sort of used as part of your annual appraisal, or, as I've said at the start of this video, when we launch the Exams Officer Professional Standards, that you can use your certificate as part of that on an annual basis. So that's the end of the video, but we have also a PDF version of the instructions, which is on the same page as where you downloaded this video. It's on the Exams Officer Digital Accreditation page on the Exams Office website. So either watch the video again if you're not sure of anything, or download the PDF version of the instructions. Thank you.